A quiet dinner at home is a welcome break for married student athletes Blake and Amelia Preston.
That is denied by Preston.
Blake defends the post for Liberty men's basketball, and Amelia killed it during her run
That catches the loss
with Flames volleyball. Although for this happy couple, it wasn't quite love at first sight.
I just kind of thought he was annoying. I wasn't a fan at all of Blake Preston, but he was friendly and I knew he was a good guy. I didn't understand why he was teasing me so much.
But Blake was unshaken. He didn't reach Division I basketball without a bit of determination.
It was not a date. It was just a Friday night and I decided to go. And that's when I really got to know him on a deeper level. And I was like, oh, he's actually pretty mature and strong in his faith.
But finding time for dating would prove challenging.
Dating's really hard. I think that's something we didn't necessarily anticipate because when we kind of started dating, her season was over.
We definitely had to be creative in regards to time management. I think as an athlete, you're already so busy trying to juggle school and then practice schedules and training demands and stuff. And so when we were dating, sometimes we'd have to just like, all right, here's our homework date.
And it wouldn't be long before word got around the Flames community that they were a couple.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a freshman and I'm coming in dating an upperclassman, so I got lots of encouragement. They were impressed that I was out punting my coverage, both looks-wise and age-wise. When we started dating, it was like, hey, like, this is my person. We really became each other's safe place really quickly. Because of that, like, I think it propelled that thought and that comfort that you're always looking for in a spouse. Like, I want a person who's gonna make me feel like me and make me feel like I can be at my lowest and at my highest and is gonna love me regardless. It began conversations with my mentors of, hey, what does this look like? What does this mean? Is this okay? Can I get married in college?
When Blake came to my life, it was just so evident that he was different than other guys, and there was just no question that he was the man I wanted to spend my life with. And I think that's because I really kind of surrendered my dating life to the Lord and chose to wait on God's timing.
They would decide to marry while in college, and it would help knowing that they had such a supportive community around them.
A big part of my recruitment process was always, hey, like, I had a really stable home. My dad and I were super close, and I wanted another man to pour into me and in my life in a way that my dad had, but also in a different way, and like in a context of basketball. And that was evident in Coach. I had heard about him marrying guys previously, and it just stood out to me as I was here, as he helped propel my growth spiritually.
Blake and Amelia would take their vows in the summer of 2021.
The fact that they would make a commitment of that magnitude at such an early stage of their journey, I love that.
The Prestons have found their marriage journey to be a time of growth and an opportunity to pour into others, especially their teammates.
I definitely allow them to see every part of our marriage, like not even just because we're not perfect, obviously, like marriage is hard, and so I open up about that stuff with them too, and really just try to share my life with them, and whenever they do have board problems, I'm usually their go-to to encourage them or hopefully offer some wisdom and advice.
The only way I can truly love her the way that she needs to be loved is if I'm actually seeking Christ out in that. And like, marriage is a ministry, like it is. It's something where you're having to give of yourself constantly, and it teaches you how selfish you are. And I'm a very selfish person, and I did not think that before I got married.
Since being married, I've seen a softer Blake Preston. I've seen a more empathetic Blake Preston, and I'm just gonna guess when he signed up for it, he didn't know that this was gonna be a little bit of a classroom.
It's caused me to really look at myself and be like, okay, like, I thought I was living for others, but am I? And it's not just in her context, it's in the context of my teammates.
Although Amelia's time competing for the Flames has come to an end, you can often find her at Liberty Arena, cheering on number 32. One day soon, they'll both move on from being student athletes, but Liberty's imprint on their lives will continue.
I think every relationship that I have built while here has had an impact on my marriage with Blake and my relationship with him, an impact that's positive and that leads me towards Christ, and you would not get that at any other school.
I think that our time at Liberty has definitely been defined in growth. Specifically, like in the basketball program, like Coach McKay does a great job really teaching like the players and my teammates and I, like, what does it mean to be a man of God, and what does it mean to love your wife well? What does it mean to do your job well? What does it mean to like serve others without expecting anything out of it? And I think that that has been the embodiment of my time here, is really breaking down self and like trying to give that away.